What's up everyone, Z-Dub here, and thank you for stopping by and checking out my initial review of the Hyper Scape beta released by Ubisoft on PC. This game is also slated to be released later on the Xbox and the PlayStation 4 platforms. Now, as the Battle Royale genre keeps evolving and changing, more companies want a piece of the Fortnite cash pie. Now, this marks Ubisoft's attempt at breaking into the free-to-play market space right here. They brought many new ideas to the table and some interesting concepts, but does it hold up against the current field of popular games out there? And more importantly, is it any fun? Now, if this is your first time stopping by for one of my reviews, let me start by saying this. All of my game reviews are done from a critically honest perspective. I feel like you shouldn't have to force yourself or convince yourself to have fun with something. So if you're like me and you're looking for the best experiences out there, ones that are truly worthy of your time and money, you've come to the right place. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do, so you don't miss out on any future videos, and hit that button and bell and you'll be up to date with all my content. Now let's get into this. Hyper Scape. Is this the next big free-to-play phenomenon? Can Ubisoft break into the free-to-play game space and compete with Fortnite, Apex, Warzone, or Valorant? Now I think this is a really solid attempt here from a large game developer like Ubisoft, but it's rough around the edges and it still needs some work. Now, having said that, this is just a beta, so a lot could change, as they may be just dropping this to get a feel from the game community to see which direction to take this title. I had very high hopes for this going in, and as many of you know, I love multiplayer shooters. It's one of my primary genres of choice, so the proposition that Ubisoft, one of my favorite developers and publishers, was going to try their hand at creating something new here, it really excited me. So the big question, how does it play? Is it any good or fun? Well, the game is frantic, and I really want to like it. I love the concept and the new ideas it brings to the table, but I just could not get a groove here. Honestly, most of my time was spent running around and getting killed. Maybe I just suck at it, which honestly is probably true, but typically with these games I feel like I at least have a fighting chance, but no such luck here. Now, the guns felt and looked good, and there seemed to be a decent variety compounded with the new upgrade system they brought to the table here, but none of the guns I used yet felt comfortable to me to be able to really get competitive. Now, as I said, I really wanted to like this game, but I could never get a feel for acquiring a target. The enemy animations moved so fast and blended into the environment so much it was hard to land shots, and when they did, it almost seemed accidental to me. The motion of the gameplay really feels like it lacks the smoothness of something like an Overwatch or Apex. In those titles, the movement feels just right. Anyone that plays those games knows exactly what I'm talking about. In this, the engagements are just so frantic it feels choppy, and they're just off to me. Now again, this is just a beta, but this is all I have to go on right now. Now once I did get a semi-groove here and I was playing more and working together with my team, it can have a good feel to it, but I still think this game can be forgettable and doesn't have the lasting appeal to bring me back when there are other titles out there competing for my attention. You gotta compare this game to the big guys, Fortnite, Apex, Warzone, and Valorant. In my opinion, I still think all those are better for various reasons, and I'd rather spend my time in any one of those over this. This title to me feels like it really wants to be a Twitch arena style shooter, but it lacks the accuracy and precision of something like a Valorant. Now I think for what this is and how it feels, if they turn this into some sort of respawn based looter, it would be really fun. I do think the engagements can be fun, but for most people playing this in its current state and just spawning in and getting killed and having to load another match, it's not fun. If they can pivot to something with respawns while still maintaining that Battle Royale feel, I think they could have something pretty fun on their hands here. So on to the new things this does that I do like. The map play area closes in differently than all other titles. All of our current Battle Royales, the map centers in a shrinking circle. In this title, the random sectors close off, and when they do, the graphics look pretty cool in those areas as they disintegrate from the play area. I do like the way the abilities are looted from the map and the variety offered. Everyone starts on a level field here and earns your powers for the match rather than picking heroes with set abilities. However, some of the abilities feel a bit wonky to me, like the ball. The mobility of the characters feel pretty cool as well. I like the verticality of the title with the ability to parkour jump up. And one really cool feature that makes this game a bit different as well is the way they handle dying in this title. I thought this was pretty cool. When you die, you can become a ghost and move around the map and give hints to your teammates. You can also move to several respawn locations scattered all over the place and your teammates can bring you back. It brought an interesting dynamic to the fights where you could follow your surviving teammates around, and when no enemies are present, you could pick the right respawn location and be brought right back into the battle. Now, as far as the style and graphics of the game, I really dug the techno sound and I feel for the vibe that they were going for, but the character designs and styles seemed really basic to me. The art style seemed kind of rough around the edges and unfinished, but again, this is a beta. This is playing at its highest settings here, but I don't think the graphics are that impressive to me. There's just something missing, and I can't put my finger on it, but it needs a bit more of something to make it stand out. So in closing, I think this game is passable as a free title while rough around the edges. It is only a beta, so they have some work to do to truly turn this into a great game, and not just another forgettable attempt in the Battle Royale landscape. So for my fun or not recommendation, it's free, so if you got a PC, you should definitely give it a try and see for yourself. However, I don't really recommend this title in its current state, as it's never really reached that big fun feel to me, and I never once was excited like I had to play another match. So if you played this and agree or disagree with me, or you got anything to say about it, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear it. So thanks for stopping by and watching, and if you enjoyed this and you're interested in honest reviews focusing on whether a game is purely fun or not, or whether a game will wow you, subscribe so you don't miss out on any future gaming content. Well, I'm going to hop back in here and see if I can get more competitive with this, so I'll see you next time. This is Z-Dub out.